I got into yoga, I didn't know about different schools and I had less distinctions around that. It all seemed the same, it's all yoga. But I think over time, it's become very clear that Iyengar yoga stands apart in terms of the quality of the teaching and also the actual practice. There's a rigour and there's also a flexibility and a compassion.
As soon as I come into the space and I'm in a class, I feel very held and supported. I don't feel like I have to worry about it, and I think that's amazing because I can just really focus on being present in my kind of body and mind. I really like the fact that Iyengar works at your own pace and your ability, and there's no judgment there as well.
Teaching is kind of step by step. So all these details draw my attention inward. Actually, before I always focus on the posture itself, but now actually I enjoy the journey.
Giving over control and having someone manage your timings and all of that sort of stuff and sequence it for you is really useful because I'm not always likely to push myself to do the poses I don't necessarily enjoy.
Well, you go to some yoga schools and, oh, you do this, quick, do that, just move through it. Fair enough. But it's interesting, the Iyengars go deep into the precision of the asanas, and I respect that.
Thinking of life as a marathon rather than a sprint, and having a regular practice is so important to help you stay strong throughout your life, so that you can, work hard and also fit in the things that you want to do and have a enjoyable life.
I wish I'd done it a little bit earlier in life to have that extra flexibility and because you tend to get a little bit of muscle imbalance or work particular areas of the body.
It's definitely been good for my mental health. Sometimes my job has been very stressful. When I first started, I had quite a stressful job that I was new at, and I just discovered the contrast allowed me to become much more stable.
It's just a great balance and antidote to the stresses and strains of normal life.
You always feel better at the end of a class. It doesn't matter what's hurting or not right on the way in, and the days you don't want to go or don't feel like going are the days you really need to go.
My passion for it has grown over time, and I think that's a common story. I think when you start off Iyengar yoga, it's a physical practice. As you get more into it, and it does draw you in, you see a different side to the yoga, and you see the depth of it, which kind of stokes the curiosity, I think. There are many kind of deep layers to yoga, which I didn't appreciate, of course, as a beginner.
You come to love its effect on your life and your whole being. There's just a centeredness and a calmness and a sense of exploration and challenge that comes from it.
I think there's a real benefit too in terms of establishing a long-term relationship with a good Iyengar teacher who over time gets to know you and gets to know your body and gets to know you mentally, physically, emotionally. That becomes a wonderful relationship in terms of the actual practice.
My life is richer for having Iyengar yoga in it, most definitely richer. I feel like I know myself much more than I did before I started. I feel like I have a really solid framework to live my life. I turn to it whenever I need it, and it never fails to deliver for me. When I'm stressed, when I'm tired, if I'm sad, all of life's ups and downs, I turn to Iyengar yoga and it never lets me down.